sure, but let me check. I just turned my phone off, so I'll check after school. Yeah. Oh, okay. Who's taking care of your kids? Okay, good. Yeah. 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 Yes. Jeff has to.
Good morning, you.
Since when? Yeah, don't we all? That's what clothes are for. What? Still better. He's still limping, but he's limping faster. Cool. Yeah, that would be cool. Driving by yourself is, but you got your kitties. You got your kitties. No, but I mean driving all the way out by yourself, it's hard. I was thinking there's a reunion in Minnesota this summer, and I don't think I want to fly. So it's 23 hours. I checked it out, so I could do it in 3 days with the boys. I don't feel like. No, we would spend a week there. We're gonna check. Okay, check. Check. Hey, how do I sound in the room? Yeah, you feeling good about it? Does it sound right? You'll be the first to tell me. I want to say good morning to our YouTubers. Good morning, YouTubers. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
We're grateful to have you out there. Be sure and check us out, of course, at the website, www.unityofflagstaff.org. I don't know why it got so quiet in here. They're not usually that quiet when I'm talking, I don't think. So thank you again for being with us. Don't forget you can also donate there on that website page. We appreciate your continued support, and we appreciate you being out there in YouTube land with us. Be well, my friends. Yeah, it got really quiet in the room. All right. Good Sunday morning. How are you? How are you? There you go. There you go. Perfect is a good place to start. Sam, I feel a little loud in the room. So if you will, please, let's stand. We had a little surprise late yesterday afternoon. We found out that our musician, Max, could not be with us. So can you say cartwheels? Because I know how to do them. And so we are going to open today with the song, I Am As God Created Me, as led by the Unity in New York. You are going to be the backup singers. So see the backup singers? That's who you are in this song. So here we go. And you can also do the backup sway, you know. Right? This thing? Come on, you can do that. Come on. Here we go. Needs to go up a little, Sam, I think. Just a little. I am as God created me. I am a light in this world. Here we go. I am as God created me. As God created me. I am. Here we go. I am a light. God created me. I am as God created me. Come on, backup singers. We're light in this world. I am as God created me. I am Stay with us. I am as God created me. I am, I am, I am. I am as God created me. I am a light in this world.
Do you know that you're
I
light?
am as God created me.
You are the stars of the earth. Know who you are. Know who you are.
Created me.
Speak this word.
I am a light in this world.
I am.
As love created me.
I am. I am.
I am, I am, I am. And so it is. Let's say good morning. Good morning. To each other. Okay, good morning. All right, and we are coming back together. Woohoo! Favorite part of the service, right? To say good morning, to greet each other. So, Sam, can I have a little PowerPoint, please? I appreciate that. You have landed at Unity of Flagstaff. Congratulations. And those in YouTube, you've landed at Unity of Flagstaff also. We're grateful to have each and every one of you here. The expression that you bring into the room changes what happens in this room today. So no pressure. And what I know is that there are people all over the planet that find ways to express themselves. Different holidays, different languages, different belief systems. And we stand with them as they approach and seek their divinity and their divine expression, whatever form that comes in. And we say, yea, God, yea, higher spirit, yea, infinite intelligence, yea, I don't know, call it Frank. Just call on it often. And we support people in that journey. So welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. It's my honor. I am Reverend Penni Honey for the people that might not know that. That's who I be today anyway. So thanks again for joining us. We are open to all. This is a great place to find your expression. This looked really good on the screen. It said updates and reminders, and now, not so much. But that's okay. I can read. So your favorite part, and my favorite part, of course, of the celebration today are the reminders. I want to remind you that we have the Women's History Month celebration going on here in Coconino Community College on March 25th. If you get a chance to attend that, do that. It is worth celebrating women, people who tell their stories. So just take a moment. If you have a chance, I highly encourage you to attend that. And we also have going on here today, lunch will be served, Course in Miracles. If you're in it, if you're out of it, if you stalled at it, if you're interested in it, come and join us. I know it's a surprise. I probably made enough food for everybody, right? So come join us for lunch, and let's talk about our wins and our woes in Course in Miracles, because it'll turn you on your ear. And if you're interested, we'd love to have you. We are also celebrating March 25th, the second of the series, brought to us by Miss Barbara. Thank you, our very own Miss Barbara. Healing Web Circle. It's really cool. It's hard to explain, but it's really cool. And it was connecting, and it was grounding, and it was fun to be in the circle. And we use inspiration cards, and we journal, and we just allow ourselves to be present with each other as we seek to discover our inner expression. So what does Unity teach about that, whatever that is? We're going to have that conversation, and we're going to do that on April 2nd. Thank you, Miss Helen Hudgens-Ferrell, for facilitating that. We are going to invite you into what is Unity built on? What do we believe? What are those things that are a little different from maybe the traditional community, spiritual community, church that I may have come from? And if there's anybody in this room that can teach that, it's Helen. And we are grateful to have her doing that. This will be required for membership, and our next membership class is April 30th. So if you're even toying with the idea of membership, I encourage you to attend with us on April 2nd. If you can't, then let me know. What's that? It is lots of fun. We always have fun, absolutely. And guess what? You'll be served lunch. Okay, there we go. And ta-da! April 16th, Ryan Biter and Bernice Lewis. She was here a couple weeks ago. How many people got to see Bernice? Yeah. How many people love Ryan Biter? Yeah, right? So, picture it, the combo, a concert. And it is to support our music program here at Unity of Flagstaff. We want to turn it up a notch, not just in volume, but in how we present and what we bring, and open up the many different ways that we can be touched and remember our own divinity. And music is a huge part of that. They've pulled me out many a Sunday by having good music, and I appreciate that. So once you come out, what we're going to do is we're going to start taking registration for the tickets. If you register, you don't have to pay for them today, but if you register, you'll save $5 because at the door they're $30. Okay? So think about that. And lunch will be served. I think that's becoming a mantra. It's our bloomin' annual party. Last year we called it an annual meeting. Right? But what we're doing is we're calling it an annual party this year. And all that work we did, remember all those over there on the wall, you put your ideas up there and you voted on it, and that still is available to you. You can still do that. There are stickers off to the right-hand side. You get 6 stickers, put where your area of interest is at. I am going to trust you. We're going to know that you won't cheat and stuff the ballot box, and we're not going to have to do any recounts or nothing like that. So we want to hear from you. And then we're going to talk about that at our April 23rd meeting. Okay? All right. Bloomin'. It's a bloomin' annual party. We're going to talk about how we're blossoming and how we are thriving in this community. On Tuesdays, we have yoga. Mat or floor, we can do both all at the same time, or a combo of. Jackie is amazing. Come join us at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays. And then on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock, we have Michael Hippert here with Tai Chi plus more. Come and check that out. All of this stuff, of course, is on the website, www.unityoflagstaff.org, and I think that is the end of the info commercial. Yay! That's what I say. Yay! I'm starting to realize why ministers don't normally do the announcements in most communities. So, what I do want to now bring you into is this. You are fully supported by this community, and you see that we're busy and we're fun and we have lots to do. And unity is built on prayer. And we have an outstanding prayer team. Members of the prayer team, please raise your hands. Thank you. These folks are here to support you in prayer. That can be the things that you're hoping for. That can be the things that you're wanting us to see with you. That can be the things that you're celebrating. Because we're here to do that in prayer with you. If you are not comfortable doing that, we have a prayer box over there. Write your prayer request or your celebration on that prayer box. The prayer team that meets once a week will hold that in prayer for 30 days, and it goes off to Silent Unity, where it is held another 30 days in prayer. We got you covered. 1-800-NOW-PRAY. 2 o'clock in the morning, they got you covered. And they're there to support you in prayer at Silent Unity. Doesn't that feel good to know that? I mean, really, doesn't it? So let's feel into that for a moment. We're going to do a little opening prayer. Can you guys give me a little tone, a little something to carry me through this prayer? So we're breathing. Everything it took to get here, we let it go. And in its place, we see divine order unfolding. We see ourselves held in light. We know ourselves to be one with the infinite intelligence of the universe. Boy, are we grateful for that. So we dedicate this time, we dedicate this space, and we release the outcome. Because only the highest and greatest expression is intended here. And so it is, so we're going to let it be. All right, and it is now my distinct pleasure to thank Miss Sue Mine up to the front. Okay, this chick earns a round of applause. Yeah. All right, you're seeing this. This is what she's doing. Millions of pieces, millions, and she supports us.
Chick.
Chick. I did say chick. Oh, is that no longer appropriate? Is that like, does that mean the price of eggs is going to go up? Pretty funny, huh? Okay. No, I'm not doing stand-up. I had thought about it. But this chick, she does so many things to support this community, and we are grateful for Sue. This is where we give her a microphone to do them with. Okay.
Yeah, be careful. So it's great to see you all. So I invite you to take another nice deep breath as we move into considering gratitudes and prayer requests. And now is the time to share what is happening with you. We're honored to share your prayer requests and all of that. We collectively affirm with you and those that you pray and celebrate with that the presence of good is in all things, and it is one power. We know with you that God, the universe, spirit, Hank, whoever, whatever you call it, knows the details. Does anyone have a gratitude or a prayer request you'd like to share now? Yeah, as you raise hands, wait for the microphone to come so it shows up on YouTube.
I have 2 gratitudes. 2 weeks ago, Norm put in a prayer request for me for my son who hurt his back really bad and was supposed to have surgery. And then my granddaughter Stella got extremely sick with 105 fever and's been really sick. But everything's turned around. My son maybe doesn't have to have the surgery. His back's getting better. And my granddaughter is up and about, and she may go to school tomorrow. So, thank you.
So we are affirming with you, Miss Laura, that healing is happening, that God is in it, And we also acknowledge you knowing the power of prayer by asking. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Suzanne. I just want to, first of all, I'm really grateful to return from a big trip I took to New Mexico to Taos, where I used to live for about 3.5 years, and I have dear friends there. And I'm just grateful that I got back safe, the whole thing, because I went there on my own. That's always kind of, touch and go sometimes. So, yeah, thank you so much, Lord. And also, some old friends of mine, I'll mention them, Annie and Bruce and Jez and Val are all residents of Taos. And I just want to wish them well. I think we're all experiencing aging and the effects of it now, and all of them could use a little help. So just to get them through recovering from the pandemic, and all, a lot of small towns now are still way behind in getting over it and having their services restored on a number of different levels, like restaurants, things that really help, especially older people sometimes who can't cook or have trouble cooking and things. So let's hear it let's pray for those small towns like Taos and other areas, and also these dear friends that could use a little help. Thank you.
Thanks, Suzanne.
So, Suzanne, we see all places inhabited by humans, knowing peace and having what they need, and affirming with them that the abundance is present, and that we are guided and we know what is ours to do around that. And we see comfort and light for your friends and all of us who are experiencing some of those things in life. We know that God is in it. Thank you.
Daniel?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Daniel Chestnut. Nice to see you all. I do have a statement of gratitude personally and also a prayer request. It's all fine and part of the divine, but because of God's grace, I've got 4.5 years of sobriety from alcohol. Drugs wasn't much of an issue. The point of that is that because I've come into my spirit with God's direction, I get to go to New York in 10 days and live with my mom with dementia full time for at least 2 months, and through the summer, full anticipation of coming back in September. So I would like prayers for my patients, and physically she's healthy, but for her capacity to just be okay. And then the gratitude is just God's Spirit in keeping me sober every day so I can be present. So thank you.
Thanks, Daniel.
So, Daniel, we are affirming safe and easy travel for you. Your mother is knowing that she's held in the palm of God's hand. And we celebrate your success. We celebrate that. And we thank you for modeling that into the world. And one day at a time, you will continue to be successful.
I'm requesting support for my dear sister Nancy, who is really thrilled to be getting a hip replacement tomorrow. That's it.
All right. So we see Nancy surrounded in light. We see her surrounded in healing energy. All the hands that are there to support her, present to the divine intelligence. And she is at peace with this, and so are you.
Hi, my name is Satya. This is my first time here, so nice to
Welcome.
meet everybody.
Hey, if they didn't give you any propaganda at the door, let me know.
Oh, you did a good job.
Good.
My mother recently passed last year, and we inherited a house with my sister. And she's has I believe, a mental disorder, and I've done everything to keep her in that house, and it's turned into a real nightmare and toxic situation to the degree I have to now force the sale of the house. So we're about to go into a legal, I'm going to look for a lawyer next week, and so I'm praying for support that things go smoothly and that she's guided, because I've had massive guilt that I'm leaving her without a house, and but I have to do it to take care of myself and my own mental, financial health and everything. And it's been so toxic that I'm usually a very compassionate, understanding person, and I have a lot of anger in my heart, and I don't want it there. So I'm praying for being able to come from love, not only for myself, but also for her, that I'm able to deal with not being indifferent and cold, because that's the best way to handle it. So, pray for that. And also I want to just say gratitude, because I'm losing a sister, and then God sent me this sister to take care of me in every way. So I want to just say that.
So Satya, what we know is that you are love. You are the expression of divine love. And everyone that you come in contact with sees that, knows that, and experiences that from you. And we are affirming that now. And we see that coming easily for your sister. That the intention with which these decisions are being made is known and felt and experienced. And there's only love. Easy, fun, and done is your mantra for the week. Yeah. I love this part.
I know. So touching. Thank you. Any more? Oh, Noah has one.
For the last couple years, I've been having problems with a hanker that literally won't leave my stuff alone. It takes pictures. If I put money in there, it's taken. If I do a video, it's stolen. It doesn't really matter of what I have in there. They steal it, and it's been very frustrating because I'm trying to get back on my feet, and it's very difficult when you're being hounded by a person who doesn't care.
So Noah, we're seeing for you that you are safe and that you are cared for. And we release the concerns and the frustrations, and we allow ourselves and whoever's participating in this to be at peace. And so it is. Is it on, babe? Is this thing on?
Sorry. Yeah, we had, it was from Trina, referring to her cat, which is, unfortunately, very, very old and senior.
Token.
Token.
Token is her cat's name.
Good. So we want to include her in the discussion here.
So we are continuing to hold Token and Trina and Andy in the light. We see release as easy. We are grateful for having this depth of love, that we can feel this depth of grief. And we affirm with Trina that all is well.
Wow. So thanks, everyone. I think the service is done, Penni.
Oh, no, it's not. I redid this at the last minute.
Just very powerful.
Okay. It is. And it actually is enough, isn't it?
We are grateful for the power of prayer and the good news, spoken and unspoken here today. Again, we affirm that each condition, person, and situation is an expression of the divine. We claim love, wisdom, healing, and wholeness. And so it is, and so we let it be. So now we'll affirm our unity principle. Number 2, and if you'll say it with me, human beings are divine at their core and therefore inherently good. And so I was considering this question that Penni has put forward of, are we human, are we divine? And so I would ask myself often, are we human beings having a spiritual experience or spiritual beings with a human experience? And I fluctuate back and forth. So I did some personal reflection. And it's a little biographical, so just humor me. Okay. As I grew up, I was pretty much into my humanness, though even as a young child, I always wondered why people suffered and if people really needed to be Christian to be saved. Things like that. I always wondered about that, even when I was little. My human questions were more like, why can't I be prettier, smarter, taller, thinner? I kept striving, as my family valued achievement, for greater achievements. And it was okay. I went to a good college, got married, had 2 kids, went back to graduate school, and it was never sure if that was enough, if I was enough. So in this period of time, way back then, I was in therapy, which is part of being a good therapist. At the same time, I was reading a lot, studying, learning Gestalt therapy, and exploring my spiritual beliefs. I questioned why, in a self-pitying kind of way, I hadn't been emotionally supported better by my family. Of course, they supported me in many ways, but you know how kids are. Somehow, during this reading and studying, I was exposed to this idea that before we're born into the world, we choose our parents, our families, and what we want to work on in our lifetime. Well, that really appealed to me. In a strange way, it brought me into a new level of peace and acceptance. I chose my family, so they're my teachers. And I moved into a place like the song we sing here, I am where I'm supposed to be. I am
as God
created me. Yeah.
That one.
I am. Yeah.
I am.
And it fit into my belief that we return repeatedly on this earth plane to learn and grow our souls. Of course, I don't require that anyone else agree with that philosophy, but it does bring me peace and acceptance and appreciation for who I am, usually. In my time here in Unity, I see that my humanness and my spirituality have come into balance more often. And in Unity terms, I can say that my consciousness has been raised. Or maybe I'm just who I'm supposed to be, human and divine.
Yes. Now we could be done.
And so now Penni is going to lead us in meditation.
Could I have somebody get the lights for me? Thank you. We are blessed today to have Bethany and her son with us. Oh, remind me your first name, dear. Jeff. I should have remembered that. So, and they are on the singing bowls. We're going to start today with that. So just kind of settle in, take a deep breath. We appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you. So, rest for just a moment. Just rest.
So we breathe in these sounds. And we release. Bethany is going to move around the room, carrying sound throughout the room as the singing bowls continue. I invite you to feel that connectedness. To your oneness. Recognizing the harmony with your fully human self and your fully divine expression. There is healing there. Visualize the sound washing over you. Permeating every cell with its healing tone. Allow the presence to be felt deep within you. Experience your breath as the breath of God. The breath of life. Of wholeness. And allow the sounds to carry you to that quiet, silent place within. And we rest there. And we start to bring our awareness back here in our chairs, in this room. We feel the gratitude of being connected. And we say thank you, Spirit. Thank you.
Good morning, Unity of Flagstaff. This is Expression by Devotion. I am an expression.
Join in.
An expression
Of the Spirit.
of the Spirit
Of the Spirit.
of the Spirit.
Come on.
I
I am
an expression
Of
the Spirit
of the Spirit.
of the Spirit,
the Spirit.
a beautiful
Beautiful
expression
expression
of the Spirit
Of the Spirit.
of the Spirit,
of the Spirit.
magnificent
Magnificent
expression
expression
of the Spirit
Of the Spirit.
of the Spirit,
Of the Spirit.
a unique, unrepeatable
expression of, here you
God.
go, a unique, unrepeatable expression of God.
A unique, unrepeatable expression of God.
A unique, unrepeatable expression of God.
I am an expression
An expression
of the Spirit
of the Spirit.
of the Spirit.
Of the Spirit.
I am
I am
an expression
an expression
of the Spirit
of the Spirit.
of the Spirit.
Of the Spirit.
Right time,
Right time,
right place.
right place.
An expression
An expression
of the Spirit.
of the Spirit.
I'm fabulous.
I'm fabulous.
I got it.
I got
An
it.
expression
Expression
of the Spirit.
of the Spirit.
A unique, unrepeatable expression.
Big
of God.
words. A unique, unrepeatable expression of God.
A unique, unrepeatable expression of God.
A unique, unrepeatable expression of God.
I am
I am
an expression
an expression
of the Spirit
of the Spirit.
of the Spirit.
Of the Spirit.
I am
an expression
of the Spirit
of the Spirit.
of the Spirit
Of the Spirit.
of the
Thank you to Trina and Andy for that. We can also thank COVID for that, because I banked a lot of video in 18 months. And when I got that call that I wasn't going to have a musician, I said, well, we've got music. So, thank you, COVID. How about it? Right? A bipedal primate mammal. That's just what every one of you are. A bipedal primate animal. That's the definition of a human. I'm thinking the bipedal thing is what, like the 2 feet thing? Is that right? That primate thing, I know exactly what that is. I know what it looks like when I act like a primate. Right? Let's take a close look at man from a human practical point of view. Eric Butterworth tells us that the capacity of the human cerebrum compared with those giant computers. Now, he said that in 1975, so they really were giant. Right? Those giant computers, those giant memory sticks, those giant little, right? But the capacity, right? Think of the potentiality of possibility that is within those little things that we carry in our pockets called phones. More technology than went to the moon the first time. And they ain't got nothing on the human capacity. In fact, it's revealing that fragments of data, that there are about 13.6 billion nerve cells in the human cerebrum. Some days I can't remember what I went into the kitchen for. Where are all those nerve cells? Anybody? Right? And the human cerebrum, each of those nerve cells is believed to perform a function comparable to one that is in a computer. So we've got 13.6 billion nerve cells, and each one of them performs Each one of them performs more than a whole computer has the capacity to do. Even those high-powered, buy more storage, whatever that is thing, right? We are infinite. We are infinite expressions. Since the largest computer created has only 100,000 elements, the capacity by this logic is the human cerebrum is about 130,000 times greater than the largest computer. I am a giant and you are tiny. That's what I'm going to start saying to my computer when it gives me a hard time. My brain's bigger than yours. That's what I'm going to start saying every time. It aggravates me 57 times a day. The really awesome thing is that we can say this to most things in our life. I'm a giant. You are tiny. Diagnosis. I'm a giant. You are tiny. Fear that I've carried since I was big enough to remember. I'm a giant. I can love more than can ever be understood. And I can be loved more than I can ever understand. I'm a giant. All 5'2", 5'4" with hair and heels. You are a wonderful demonstration of the creative process of the universe. Eric Butterworth reminds us, whether you use your full potential or not, you are a wonderful demonstration of the creative process. And you are fully human. You feel, you experience life as a human. And sometimes my humanness really gets in the way of my divinity. And I start to think that I've got to overcome my humanness in order to be the divine expression that I am called into. Today, I'm giving you permission to let go of that thought if it's one of yours. Because you are 100% divine. And you are 100% human. What a great combo platter. I am 100% human. Say it with me. I am 100% human. I am 100% divine. I am 100% divine. Where are we going to go with that? That's what we're discussing here today, is that paradox of being fully human and fully divine. And the cool thing is, the universe actually models what that paradox looks like for us. Because God, omnipresent, all-powerful, all-knowing, rides right alongside of ever-loving, ever-forgiving, ever-supportive. These are my principles, and if you live by these principles of law, our divine intelligence tells us we will succeed in the world. And you are loved and perfect exactly the way you are. What a paradox. How do we explain that? How do we navigate that? I don't know. I'm hoping you guys are going to tell me. Because I didn't come to an answer. I don't start out these messages. These ideas drop in and I go, okay, so this is where we're going to get at the end. Well, actually, I do that. We're going to get here by the end of it, and this is what we're going to reach, and we're going to arrive at this decision or this knowing. Right? Maybe not. Maybe it's that process of being in my humanness while I observe my divinity that I truly get to expand both. Maybe. Both of these great mystic teachers, Jesus and Buddha, and scores of other through the years have dealt in length and depth with man's potential to achieve an awakening. To see that the humanness and the divinity are working in sync. And maybe, just maybe, our humanness is informing our divinity as to the life experience I want to have. I want those parents. Those will be fun. I want those siblings. Oh my God, what were you thinking? Maybe our humanness informs our divinity so that we can draw to us the experiences that truly will expand us into our greatest expression. And maybe our divinity is right there to support us in that and say, I'm right here. You're all right. We're going to move along in lockstep here. We're going to get this done together. We're going to create beyond your wildest dreams. But you got to work with me. We're full of it. We're full of it. It is integrated transformation. And we're full of that humanness, and we're full of that divinity. And when we start to integrate the two of those, we are unstoppable. Doesn't that feel good? Come on now. We are unstoppable. We are infinite. We become knowing of that oneness that we're always talking about. But we can't shove our humanness to the side and make apologies for it. Embracing it. And knowing that it's informing our divine self as to the life we want to experience. And then embracing the divine nature of who we are and remembering that we are one with all of that. The combination is powerful. And you've had those moments, haven't you, in your life? Got one? Where you knew that your whole divine self was coming right into alignment with your humanness. And oh, I show up so cool when I'm that. I show up as this amazing expression. How about you? You know those moments. You know when that divinity is laid right out there, leading with its divine intelligence, and our humanness lines up with it. And pretty soon we're running across the finish line. Pretty soon we are expressing exactly who we are called to be in the world. And how much more of that could we use? Where people were allowed to be the expression that they came here to be. That they are allowed to be the expression that they've said to their divine nature, I want that life because I need to learn that, and I need to teach that, and I need to be in alignment with that. And when it happens, it's magic. And magic is moving all good into consciousness. M-A-G-I-C, moving all good into consciousness when we align that divinity and that humanness. Within you is the unborn possibility of limitless growth to be and to do and to have. And yours is the privilege of giving that birth. It is your privilege to give that birth in your life, to achieve that potentiality for happiness and joyous spontaneity and peace and all that good stuff we're always looking for. It is a paradox. And Myrtle Fillmore said this in Teach Us to Pray. A paradox is an assertion that seems contradictory or opposed to common sense, but is nevertheless true. Got any of those in your life? Anybody having that experience? I'm not the only one. And this paradox, she says, is part of the wholeness of God's creation. And so, God models, the divine models for us that paradox of principles and light, of physical law and magic. And it models that for us, and it gives us permission in our lives. When we fully integrate our full human self with our divine self in these moments, we don't have to ask the question, why is this happening? What did I do to deserve this? Stop that. The question is, how can I grow through this? How can I integrate my humanness with my divinity in this? Who am I going to be now? Who am I going to be now? And this paradox that we experience is being fully human and fully divine. And I like it. I like variety. How about you? Don't you like it when everything in your world is turned upside down? Don't you love change? It is in those moments that we feel that separation of our humanness from our divinity. And my little human stands up and goes, I got this. Anybody? I got this. I'll get back to you, God, if I need you. I got this. And in that moment, I had the opportunity to align that humanness with that divinity. Powerful. Haven't always taken that choice. Have not always taken that choice. In a book written by Dr. Rosemurgy, who is a Unity writer, and this is actually one of his first books. It's called Sacred Human. We have some of those in our beautiful Helen Hudgens-Ferrell Serenity Room that the library is now set up for your convenience. All books are free, and feel free to take them home with you and keep them if you so decide. That was another info commercial. I promised you there wasn't going to be any more. So the Sacred Human, he wrote this: we are half alive because we are not experiencing the fullness of what it is to be human. And when we get into New Thought and we start into these spiritual teachings, we go, I'm not going to be human. I'm going to be better than everyone else. I'm going to be so much more divine, and I'm going to be so amazingly in my expression of spirit. Yeah, try that for a while. The divine fortifies the human expression, and the human expression gives way for the divine to express. The divine fortifies the human expression, and the human expression gives way for the divine to express. Do you see the importance of that integration, of that integrated transformation? Be full of it. Be full of it. When holding the higher thought comes as natural to our humanness as the breath of life that we receive, we feel the Holy Spirit, as it is referenced in many rooms on Sunday morning. And we call it the breath of God. We experience the breath of God in those moments. We know, and it is in these moments that we truly find it, our integrated transformation. Humanity steps into her fullness of the expression of God every time we align our humanness with our divine nature. You, all of you, you're that expression. You should go like this. I am? Come on, let's try it. I am? I am that expression? Yeah, I am. So how do you get there? I want you to remember the AAA. Accept, first of all, that they are possible, that it is possible to integrate your human nature 100% fully human with your divine nature 100% fully divine. Accept that they are resources that are waiting to be tapped. Then be aware of your full humanness and your full divinity. Feel it? Do you feel it? Come on. Do you feel that? Your full humanness and your full divinity. The paradox. Be aware of that, and then allow it to express through you. Having done this, our divine potential, Myrtle Fillmore tells us, can be mobilized through affirmations of truth. Whatever you desire, whatever you hope for, health, love, joy, success, prosperity, it's within you. Right now, it's within you. This isn't new news, is it? I say this every Sunday, don't I? And I know it for you. I know it for each of you. And I know that you know it for me, or I wouldn't keep being here on Sunday morning. It's the wisdom of the infinite, and that is what you are right now. The ever-living, ever-unfolding expression of abundant life. You are full of it. You're full of that integrated transformation. You're full of your humanness and your divinity. Just express that. Thank you. You guys will recognize this gentleman, Daniel Nahmod. Feel free to sing along if you know the song. Need to turn it up a little, Sam? Yep, ready? There we are. God, you are. Daniel Nahmod. He's coming in July. Daniel Nahmod. Yeah. We'll get warmed up with that concert on the 16th with Bernice and Ryan. Here we go. Stand if you're comfortable. Oh, no, that was wrong. Who did that? Fire her. Now stand up if you're comfortable. Here we go.
Oh, God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment.
So you fill it in. God, you are.
Of my life. Everything I see.
Everything.
Everything I do. Everything I am is you. Everything above. Everything below. Everything I know is you. God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every star shine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life.
Everything
I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything.
Come on, let's clap. Here we go.
Cause you are the very breath I breathe. And your perfect love created me.
Here we go.
Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is
everything, right? Way to go, Daniel. We love Daniel. And so now we're going to do a little abundance gathering. If we'll bring those baskets down here. Take a deep breath with me. It is really fun to shift your service up at the last minute, right? And you guys always make it look like we got it done right. So thank you. We appreciate that. Don't forget there is our gift for you table over there against the wall. All the books there also are for your taking in the literature. Help yourself. And remember, everything you want to know about the ministry is at www.unityofflagstaff.org. And we're going to bless these baskets. Won't you say it with me? Abundance is here and now, made manifest, and we joyfully receive it as ours. One more time. Abundance is here and now, made manifest, and we joyfully receive it as ours. And the baskets are going to start around. Go out there and get those gifts, baby. All right. So this is a new song by Karen Drucker. As you're comfortable and after the baskets have come around, please feel free to join in. You have words on your chairs. It's called the Receiving Chant. Doesn't it sound like a Bonnie Raitt song? Yeah, right? Yeah, this is Karen Drucker. I love Karen. All right, here we go. I do believe. All right, when you're ready, join in. Here we go. And just a little bit of time, if it serves my heart. All right, that's once. Now we're going to do this 2 more times. Here we go. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. One more time. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know, and then declare it to be so with an open mind. Just a little bit of time. Now. Serves the highest good. Ooh, it will be mine. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know, and then declare it to be so with an open mind. And just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. It is. Here we go. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know, and then declare it to be so with an open mind. Just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good. Here it is. It is mine. It is mine. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know, and then declare it to be so with an open mind. Just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. Anything I want, woo! It is mine. Anything I want, it is mine. Perfect health, woo! It is mine. Perfect health, perfect health. It is mine. Joy and peace, yeah, it is mine. Here we go. Joy and peace, it is mine. Oh, love, 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 it is mine. Love, 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 it is mine. If it serves my highest good, it is mine. If it serves my highest good, it is mine. If it serves my highest good, it is mine. Thank you, Karen Drucker. And I have said this to you before. Can I have a little PowerPoint? Thank you, Sam. When we have musicians that we use their music, we tithe to them. So I just want you to know that. No musician should go unpaid. Blessing our bounty and affirming together, we're blessing these baskets. Say it with me. We affirm, claim, and declare abundance is ours. Let's do it again. We affirm, claim, and declare abundance is ours. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us wherever we are. God is, and all is well. Create an amazing week, fully human, fully divine. Be blessed, my friends. All right. Gary, I'm going to set this behind you. That probably should go. Okay. Karen Drucker. Yeah, she's awesome. Go out and check her out. She's got a lot of great music. Sorry, Sam. Want to turn me off? What should I do with the baskets? They go up. And if you're staying for the Course in Miracles lunch, don't forget that. If you're interested in Course in Miracles, come stay with us. We'll do some cussing and discussing. Hey, if you didn't get your name tag, they're hanging over here on the gong. We want to thank David Savage again for making that happen. If you don't have a name tag, sign up for one out in the hallway. They're really cool, magnetic. And if you're wearing one and you want to have it here next Sunday, you have to take it off and put it back on the piece of fabric. All right. Thank you again.
Just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind. Just a little bit of time. If it serves my